She threw away all the things related to her husband, took off the ring that she once treasured, and left this cold home with her child without looking back. However, the husband, who was unaware of the situation, was still waiting in the hospital to use his wife's heart to save Bai John. Little did he know that the woman had already boarded a plane to a foreign country at this time, and Bai John had undergone a thoracotomy and had not waited for a heart for a long time. Now she was dying. When an incubator was sent to her, the man was relieved. Unexpectedly, the incubator did not contain his wife's heart, but a divorce agreement written in black and white. In fact, the woman had long known that her husband wanted to clear her mind and get his heart to save Bai John, because half a year ago, the woman accidentally learned that the car accident she and her son encountered was planned by her husband, and the purpose was to use the car accident to drive away her son's cornea and replace it with Bai John's son. Just when the woman couldn't believe what she heard another earth-shattering secret. Her husband actually did a heart match while she was confused and wanted to transplant his heart to Bai John. It was not until this woman saw clearly that her husband, who had been indifferent, not only often accompanied them to the park after the car accident, but also came every now and then. At that time, he thought her husband was truly repentant. It turned out that all this was just a trap. The woman who knew the truth wanted to give her husband a good beating, but then she thought that this was too easy for him, so she decided to continue playing dumb and waiting for the critical moment to give them a fatal blow. At this time, Bai John came out of the ward and saw that he was still offering to be a lady. "You shouldn't do this. That's natural. After all, it's just his first love, not the mistress who won't return the family." "Miss Meng, who are you talking about?" Bai John stretched out her hand embarrassedly and didn't expect her husband to go too far and ask Bai John to live in their home. The woman smiled and didn't refuse. Seeing the beast in human form, the husband angrily pulled his son away from the scene and went back to pack his luggage. When the husband came back and saw this, he asked him if he was leaving. The woman was just collecting the unwanted clothes. The husband didn't think much about it and took Bai John and her son back to the room. Unexpectedly, Bai John's son bullied his son on the first day. He came and even laughed at his son for being a one-eyed dragon. Seeing this, the woman was furious and went straight forward and pushed Bai John's son away. She didn't want Bai John to come in and not only didn't apologize, but also made sarcastic remarks.